Hello, welcome to Pilates Matwork. And today we're going to get into the spine a little bit. We're going to get into a lot of abs and we're going to get into a lot of upper body. So I hope that this is going to be a nice little burn for you this morning. I am going to use a stretchy band when we get to hamstring stretches, and then I'm going to keep using it for leg circles. You can choose to use a band or not for either one of those, or not use it at all. So just kind of follow what your body needs. I don't know if my knees are going to need a knee cushion today, but I've got a folded blanket available to me just in case. My knees are kind of got a mind of their own day. So I've got that just in case I need it. Otherwise, follow your body, do what you can. Don't worry about what you can't. We're going to start standing, coming to the edge of your mat for some nice roll downs here. And I'm going to cue this being parallel hip width apart. So I've got my hips, knees, and toes are tracking in this alignment, and I'm making sure that my toes are even. So one leg is not forward of the other as best as I can. And I'm just going to do a little bit of a posture check here. So I'm looking for ears, shoulders, hips, knees, and ankles. Now I'm a little bit of an angle with the camera, so that's I'm just going to, I'm right here. Good. Now you can see me better. Good. Ears, shoulders, hips, and ankles. Good. So I want to avoid this lock here that puts the pelvis in an anterior tilt. So when I soften a little bit, I'm a little bit more in a neutral spine, and that's what I want. So kind of find that good posture. And then when you're ready, zipping up. Good. I'm going to nod the chin. I'm peeling off an imaginary wall bone by bone. And from here, I'm going to start scooping in that belly button. And my arms are just going to be heavy and they're just going to hang and do what they do. And as I roll down, it's better to bend the knees and hinge the hips back. So take care of yourself here. If you've got a back issue or just tighten the back side and you need to bend those knees, do so. Once you've come to your limit, good. Really root in to the floor from hip to heel. Press into those legs from the tailbone round. Arms are long and heavy. They'll just go where they need to go. I'm scooping in that belly on the way up. And once my shoulders and chin come back up, I'm going to lift those arms up and reach, 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 reach. And I'm just going to open just a little bit here. And that's that nice stretch between the shoulder blades and coming all the way up, turning palms away, pressing that air down as I lower those arms. We're going to do that again. Big inhale, exhale, nodding the chin, scooping in. Arms are heavy. Letting the knees bend as needed. And kind of envision yourself here like you're folding over a rod or a bar. The bar is probably a better visual. Good. And then once you go to your limit, again, pressing everything into the floor, activate those legs. Remember, they take the load of the back. So press and round. Arms are still heavy. They just do what they do. And coming all the way back up to that nice posture, lifting those arms up and reach. And let's open once more. We're going to add and bend onto this one. So from here, nodding the chin, rolling that down, scooping in that belly button. And still press into the legs. That helps you with the balance. And then once you come down here, good. Without lifting the heels, just bend the knees a little bit or a lot. And then lift. Pressing into the feet. And bend. Press into the legs and lift. And bend. Press into the legs and lift. Good. Press into the legs again. Here we come. Back up. Rounding. 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 Legs take the load off the back as you press into the floor. Arms are going to come all the way back up. And let's open into that little back bend. and reach, and arms by the side. This time we're going to take this down. We're going to make our way onto the floor. So nodding the chin, scooping in that belly button, rounding, 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 letting the knees bend as they need to. Arms are heavy. They're just going to go where they go. And then once you come down, good. Here's that little knee bend again. We're going to bend the knees, press into the floor as you lift, and bend, press into the floor as you lift. Notice how much stronger that feels when you press into the floor. Bend the knees, press into the floor as you lift one more time, and then we'll bend those knees. Good. You can lift the heels now, and then walk this out into all fours position. Good. So bring in any knee cushion, wrist cushion here as needed. Nice long spine here. Knees are under the hips. They can be slightly wider if you've got a back issue. And if you can look between your knees here and see your feet, could you take your feet right behind the knees? Good. Shoulders are over the wrists or slightly behind. I'm pressing that floor away. I'm rooting through the knuckles, the pinky, pointer, and thumb. Elbows can turn a little bit more forward. Inhale, take that chest forward, tip the pelvis back, look forward, nice cow pose. Exhale and round. Really press away, look between the knees. Mad cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Belly button is in deep towards the spine. I'm keeping the shoulders away from the ears. One more time, big cow. And exhale to cat. Good. Now, taking it back here, we're going to come into a tail wag. I'm going to start on my left side because that's the side facing you. So I'm just going to come to this little knee bend here. Good. And so from here, as I let this left leg go out to the left, I'm going to look over the left shoulder, looking towards that foot. Good. And then I'm going to let that leg cross across the body to the right. And then I'm going to look over my right shoulder, looking for that foot. And then I'm just going to take this back and forth. So here's 2 and 3 and 4. And inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale, and coming back. If you need to come back for a moment and decompress the wrist, go ahead and do so. We're going to take that all to the other side now. So pressing through the hands, find your all fours tabletop. Good. Bending that right knee now. Belly button is in. Good. Taking it to the right and over to the left. And right and left and 3 and 4 and inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale, taking that back. Good. Decompress. And when you're ready, find yourself on your belly. Finding yourself on your belly. So as you come down here, just take a moment and just kind of wiggle around. Maybe you need to pull a shirt out from under you, pull your pants up, whatever it is that you need. Good. And take your feet just a little bit wider apart. Belly button is in, and just get a nice little windshield wiper from side to side. How deep or far you go from one side to the other depends on your own body and what feels good to you. You know, stretching is okay. Pain, numbness, tingling, burning, never okay. And then from here, coming back to center. Good. So I'm bringing everything back in line with my hips. Okay. I'm going to roll my shoulders back here. We're going to do some pelvic tilting. So I'm in a nice neutral spine. My belly button is in. Good. Tailbone is heavy and anchored. I may or may not have a little space in the small part of the back. My upper or lower rib cage is heavy and anchored, and I'm wide to the collarbone. So from here, I'm going to tilt that pelvis towards my face, closing any space that might be under there. but I don't want to come back so far that I'm really squeezing my glutes and my bottom is lifting off the floor. I want to stay anchored. And then I'm going to take that forward, maybe making a little bit more of a space, but not so much that we create pain in the back, and taking it back. And forward, and back, and forward, and back, forward. That's the anterior tilt. Back, that's the posterior tilt. And anterior and posterior. Good. Be at ease for a moment. If you need to take your knees into your chest for a moment, honor that. And then we'll bring the feet back down. We're going to take this in the pelvic clocks today. So building on what we just did is zipping up. So your pubic bone is going to be like a 6 o'clock if you're thinking of your pelvis as the face of a clock. Your belly button is going to be 12. Your left pelvic bone is going to be your 3 o'clock, and your right pelvic bone is going to be your 9 o'clock. Okay, so this is deep transverse abdominis work. If you're doing something that looks like this, your core is not activated enough. It should feel or look like you're barely moving. Okay, but you're going to feel it very deep right below the navel. So zipping up here, find your neutral. Good. Tilt the pelvis back to the 12 o'clock, to the 6 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Good. And here we go. To the 3, 6, 9, 12. 3, 6, 9, 12. 3, 6, 9, 12. 3, 6, 9, 12. 3, 6, 9, 12. Let's reverse that. 9, 6, 3, 12. 9, 6, 3, 12. 9, 6, 3, 12. 9, 6, 3, 12. 9, 6, 3, 12. Rock back and forth. Let head rock with you, reminding you everything's connected. Good. Taking knees into the chest again if you need to do that. And we're going to build on that, going right into our bridges, right into bridges. These are going to be basic bridges, bone by bone. So we're just working on articulation today. So rolling the shoulders back a little bit, pressing shoulders, nice wide collarbone, arms into the floor. I'm going to give you a couple options here. If you have a back issue today, then you can keep your feet and legs hip width apart. If you're healthy back there and you want to feel this a little bit differently today, you can zip up your legs. So find where you're going to be. Good. And when you're ready, I'm in my neutral spine. I'm going to tilt that pelvis back, rocking through that 12 o'clock, peeling up bone by bone. It's a little bit of a balance challenge when the legs and the feet are together. And then from the mid back, I'm going to lower that down, bone by bone, moving through that 12 o'clock and coming back into the neutral. And again, rocking it back, peeling up bone by bone, pressing into the arms, and rolling it down from the mid back, through the rib cage, through that lumbar, through the sacrum, back down to the tailbone. Again, taking it back, peeling it up. Good. Using your upper body to help you get there, and rolling it down from the upper body, moving through the middle body, all the way through the lower body. And let's do this one more time, rolling it back, peeling up bone by bone, finding that articulation, and rolling that down bone by bone. And once you're all down there, knees into the chest, and we'll rock, 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 side to side. Good. And then maybe just make some little circles here if that would feel good to you. And we'll take the feet down. Now, again, I'm going to zip up nice and tight. We're going to take this into some toe tap work. So again, getting deep into the abdominal. Your arms are going to help you a little bit here to stabilize. So zipping up. Good. Take one knee into tabletop. Abs engaged. Bringing that other knee into tabletop. Good. Remember, the angle only changes at the hip. Nothing happens at the knee. So as an example, that knee stays just like a tabletop position the whole time. I'm only moving from the hip. Okay. And we're going to come into a hover. So from here, starting on the right side, really exhale and engage as you come back up. Other side. Coming back up. And right. And left. And right. And left. And right. And left. Use your abs. Try not to let the quads take over. And one more time each side. Right. Belly button in tight. And left. Now, if that was enough of a challenge, you'll do that again. If not, zip those legs together. Double toe tap here. Inhale in the lower. Don't let the back arch. Stay in neutral. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Bring it in. Wiggle, 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 side to side. Okay. Let's go into some twisting here. Make that back go a little bit better, but we're also going to challenge the abs. So from here, we're going to keep building on this dynamic twisting principle. So for to start, I'm going to take my arms out to the side. Knees are going to be in tabletop position. So knees are back over the hips. Shins are parallel to the floor. My legs are zipped up. Belly button is in. Good. I'm going to take them over towards the right side, trying to keep the knees in alignment here. And then bringing it back to center. And to the left. And back to center. And to the right. And back to center. And to the left. And back to center. Now, if that's enough of a challenge for you, you'll stay there. We're going to keep kind of building on, making these a little bit more challenging. So be mindful where you're going to be. Let's take both arms up here. Good. As I take my knees to the right, my right arm's going to stay up, but I'm going to take my left arm out to the left. Ooh, a little bit harder. And bring that back up. The left arm comes up. As my knees go to the left, my right arm goes to the right. And coming back up. So now you can't rely on your arms as much coming up here. Same thing. Knees go to the right, left arm goes to the left. And coming back up. Good. Right arm to the right, knees to the left. And coming back up. Now, if that was enough of a challenge, stay there. Otherwise, as you take your knees to the right, both arms are going to go to the left. Woo! Use those abdominals as you come back up. Arms to the right, knees to the left. Exhale, return. Knees to the right, arms to the left. Coming up, arms to the right, knees to the left. And coming up. Now, let's get a nice stretch here. Take both arms to the side, knees all the way over to the side, looking to the left. Yeah, that feels really nice after that dynamic twisting set. And when you're ready, head back to center, one leg at a time, or using those abs to come all the way up. Then we'll take those knees over to the left, looking to the right. And when you're ready, good, coming back to center. Good. And feet are going to come to the floor. Good. Now from here, we're going to take this into a couple chest lifts here, and we're going to have an opportunity to make each one of these just a little bit deeper. So I'm going to keep my legs hip width apart here right now. If you want to zip the legs together on this one, you can. But I'm going to take my arms up, right over the shoulders. I'm zipped up nice and tight. Inhale. Exhale, I'm going to nod the chin. I'm going to lift the chest and come up. Now I'm going to reach for my thighs. Could I lift just a little bit deeper? Now, could I hold that there as I release, lifting arms up and lowering that back down? We're going to do that again. We're going to try that 3 more times. Inhale, exhale, nod the chin, lift the chest, lift the shoulders, reach. Now reaching for the thighs. Could you lift and reach just a little bit deeper? Could you stay there if you let go of the thighs? Arms come up and lower that back down. Harder than it sounds, how it looks, isn't it? Inhale, exhale, nodding the chin, zipping up and reach. Now, could you grab and lift up a little bit higher? Could you stay there? Lifting arms up and lowering back down. Let's go one more time. Inhale, exhale, nodding the chin, lifting up, reaching, lifting a little bit deeper and reach. Now, going into the hundreds, could you stay right here? Knees and tabletop, one at a time. You can stay there or practice a different variation with me. Left leg up to the ceiling, right leg is long. So lift a little higher, reach a little deeper, start pumping. And we inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift a little higher. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring it in. Take it down. Woo! Wiggle, 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 side to side. Take that head and neck side to side. Let's go back into another twist here. Let's take it into a basic supine twist. Good. Make it just feel good. Abs. My abs are like, what are you doing to me, woman? I'm like, I am making you stronger. That's what I'm doing to you. And when you're ready, good. Bring those knees back in, other side. And we're going to give those abs just a little bit of a break here. So if you've got that band or even a strap handy, go ahead and grab that and come in, feet down. Okay. Let's take this band, right foot into the band. So if you're using a band, remember you want it to be nice and flat because it's bunched up. Then it might roll, snap, hit you in the face. Doesn't feel really good. Wherever you want to go here is fine. You can wrap, you can choke up if you're using a stretchy band, pretty easy to do. I'm going to not do that. I'm going to grab it a little different way. Good. And when you're ready, making sure you've got a micro bend in this knee, everything is settled down into its pocket. And you just take this stretch to your own body's range of motion. Now your other leg can be long here too, as long as that feels okay in the back. If not, keep a bend in the knee. And if you do have a bend in the knee, you want to keep that knee in line with the hip. Try not to let it fall out or fall in. Breathe. Big stretch. And let's release. Good. I'm going to take both hands into the right hand. Good. Both hips are going to stay grounded. Again, this left knee can be long or bent. I'm going to take that right leg out to the right. And you can wiggle around here, finding your optimal spot. Maybe you want to choke up a little bit. And breathe. Breathing is so important to stretching. We don't want to hold our breath in stretches. We don't want to hold our breath while we're doing exercise. At the end of the day, the only wrong way to breathe is not breathing at all, folks. So just breathe, and the rest will come. We're going to take this back up. Good. Arcing that over, switching out the hands. And we'll go around here. Not everybody's maximum stretch is directly across. So some people are closer to the feet. Some people are closer to the head. Kind of find what you need here. You can also have a bent knee here if you need that. Sometimes I do that. Really like the stretch right through here. When you're ready, we'll take this up. Now, you can choose to keep the band or get rid of it. I'm going to use the band for my leg circles. I really like the extra resistance that it provides, but you don't have to do that. I'm just going to pull down. Belly button is in nice and tight here. Larger circles are harder than smaller circles. So be in your control. Both hips stay grounded here. So when you're ready, you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And now I'm going to reverse that for 8, belly button in tight. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And when you're ready, we're just going to switch out these feet. Again, if you're using stretchy band, make sure that band is nice and flat. Your right knee can be bent or long in front of you. Choose what you need here. Find a grip that's appropriate for your body. Micro bend the knee. Everything settles down. And bring it into your stretch. Nice stretch. The abs are taking just a little bit of a break here. Maybe not as intense when we do the circles. But they're about to wake back up here in a moment. And when you're ready, good, we'll release. Both bands into that left hand. Find the grip that's appropriate for your body. Both hips are grounded. That leg's going to come out to the left. Wiggle around, find where you need to be. And for those of you that have a long leg, once you're out here like this, could you also think about just reaching long here? Try not to just be lazy and do something. We kind of make it active. And when you're ready, we'll come back up. We'll cross over, wiggle around, find your optimal spot. This side is really letting me know it is the tighter side today. Remember, stretching is always okay. Pain, numbness, tingling, burning is never okay. You always want to back off if you feel those. And then from here, we'll come back up. Good. You're going to use the band, find the grip that's appropriate again. Really take that belly button in. Good. And when you're ready, get 8 times. Circle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and reverse. 8, 7, whoops, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Release that band. We are done with that band. Bring your knees into the chest and rock, rock side to side. Good. Now, remember the chest lift where we went into that a little bit deeper? We're going to come back to that. Knees are going to be in tabletop right now, though. So knees over the hips and parallel to the floor. Arms are up. Inhale. Exhale. Nod the chin as you lift up. Good. Now, could you grab your thighs, lifting a little bit higher? Could you stay there? Both hands over that right knee as you reach that left leg long. So you're pulling the knee in as you're reaching the left leg long. Good. Single leg stretch. Here's 1, 2, 3. Hips don't shift. 4. Oppositional stretch. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Lift up a little higher as you can. Double leg stretch. And we reach and pull in. And 2, and pull. 3, pull. 4, pull. 5, pull. 6, pull. 7, pull. 8, pull. Lift a little higher if you can. Knees stay in tabletop. Hands behind the head. Elbows out wide. Crisscross. And we go 1, 2, 3. Lead with shoulder. 4. Really feeling it now. 5, 6. I think we can go for 7. Ooh. I think we can push through 8. And take that down. Woo! All right. Wiggle, 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 side to side here. We're going to take this into a roll like a ball, trying to find that balance when we come up. If that's not where you are, roll over to your side and find a boat pose. And that's going to be mostly for people where rolling like a ball, disc issue, something like that is not a good idea. But from here, I'm going to come up. Good. And I'm going to rock. Here we go. 1, 2, finding the balance. 3, and 4, coming all the way up, find the balance. Fight for it, fight for it, fight for it. Could you go into a boat pose here? Could you release the legs? Woo, woo, woo. And taking that down. Good. All right, let's bring those legs forward here. Let's do a more stretchy stall series. A stretchy stall series. So my feet and legs are a little bit wider than hip width apart. I'm coming into an interior tilt of the pelvis. Nice and tall. Arms come forward, belly button is in. I'm gonna nod. I'm C-curve scooping. And as I come here, once I'm to my limit, I'm gonna reach and lengthen. And then I'm gonna come forward and I'm gonna round and come all the way back up. And we're gonna do that again. And we're gonna nod. Belly button is still in. Reach and take it down. And round. And reach up and round as you come back in. One more time. Really curve it in if you can. Reaching up and taking it round and coming back up. Hands behind the head. Press the head into the hands, not hands into the head. Elbows are out to the side. Hip bones are going to stay grounded. And we're just going to side bend. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Good. Now going into a twist. So this is going to be a little bit of a pulse twist. Really exhale with each pulse. So if I go to the right, I'm going to and come back center. Inhale. And come back up. And back. and center, and center, and center, and release and relax. Let's take this into saw. This is going to be a stretchy saw. So arms out to the side. I'm going to take that rotation. I'm rounding, I'm reaching. My back hand's going to stay grounded. I'm going to come up. I'm going to open, finding that stretch, and coming back forward, and coming back center, and rotate, and reach and round, and come up and open, and come forward and reach and round, and back to center one more time each side, and rotate, and reach and round. And I'm going to come up and open, my belly button is still in. And I'm going to take that back forward and coming back to center. And again, and rotate and reach and round into that saw and open up and find the stretch and coming back forward and coming back center. All right, let's take those legs wider for wide leg stretch. Okay. So hips, knees, and toes are going to track towards the ceiling. Always cushion behind the knees as needed. Big inhale and reach. Exhale, lean forward, long spine. When you can come no more, take the hands down. Breathe and expand. And we're going to be here for a little bit. So if you feel like the body can come into this a little bit deeper, and you'll usually feel that on an exhale, as long as it's safe for you to do so, you can. Just watch your feet here. Sometimes we fold forward. They want to fold forward too. Keep them pointing towards the ceiling. So I think I can get just a little bit more here. So almost chest to the floor, but not quite. I'm not going to force it. When you're ready, good, we'll come back up. Good. Let's take this into open leg rocker now that we're all prepped for it. So again, if open leg rocker is not your jam, nothing rocking is your jam. Just kind of find your balance challenge. You're still working the core. You can come to here. You can play with one leg at a time. You can take both legs out. Good. Now, traditionally, you hold the feet. I have short arms because I'm a short person. So I have to hold around the ankles or the shins to make this work. So grip where your body needs you to grip. And when you're ready, we're going to rock for 1. Oh, fight for that balance. And 2. And fight the balance. Whoop. And 3. Fight for it. Whoop. Overcompensated there. One more time. And fight for it. Fight for it. Fight for it. And bring that down. Let's go into some side series here. So this side series is going to have a lot of side planks in it. So you could do this on the forearm if you need to. Just know that there might be some things, transitions that you might not be able to do, and you might have to change what your body's doing in order to get to those things, or completely skip. So always honor where your body is. But from here, good. I'm gonna start. So if I'm gonna side plank on my left side, my left hand's gonna come down. Good. I've got my left leg, the bottom leg, kind of behind, and my right leg is on kind of right in front, okay? And so when we come up, you are pushing with the shoulder, but you're also gonna use this leg to help you get up. So whenever you're ready, big inhale, exhale, we're gonna press and reach. So here's your plank. Maybe we lift an arch, and then coming back all the way down. Good. And we'll come back up again and pressing up and reach and lift an arc. Get that nice side bend and coming back down. And one more time, taking it up and reach and bend. And then maybe you want to stay right here. Maybe you want to challenge. Come on, a little dip and lift. And a little dip and lift. And a little dip and lift. More challenge. Stack the leg and dip and lift. Woo! And dip and lift. And when you're ready, good. I'm going to take my right foot back forward. My left knee is going to come down. Here's our side series here. Arm up, hand can be here. I'm just going to lift and lower. I'm squeezing as I lift and lower. I lost count, but we went about 6. And then when you're ready, taking that leg up, flexing the foot. Everything is stable. We're going to kick forward, point, squeeze the hip as you come back. Flex forward, point and squeeze. Flex, point and squeeze. 3 more. Flex, point and squeeze. Flex, point and squeeze. Flex, point and squeeze. Squeeze, get a little stretchy back here, and take that down. Good. Come to your belly. A little bit of prone work here. Taking the hands a little forward into the side of the shoulders, rolling shoulders back. Legs are out hip width apart. Going into swan. You stop where your body needs you to stop. Is it a baby swan today? Is it a medium swan today? Is it a high swan? And we'll lower. Inhale, exhale, taking that back up. And we'll lower. Wiggle, 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 going right into swimming, 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 swimming. Arms long in front of you, palms by facing each other or palms down. Good. I'm going to just reach and lift. Belly button is in. And I'm going to alternate arms and legs. Now, I like this really slow or about at this pace because then I can really focus on squeezing my glutes when I lift my legs and squeezing the back of the shoulders when I lift my arms. You can certainly do this faster. The challenge of it faster is more balance, trying to keep yourself from rocking from one side to the other, which kind of looks like that. I don't do that one well, but I really like this slower pace. Good, and we'll take that back. Hands under the shoulders, press back, find a child pose that would work for you. And when you're ready, we're going to take that side series to the other side. So again, setting yourself up. So your right leg is going to be your bottom leg on this time. Good. Your left leg is going to be in front. Good. So from here, whenever you're ready, zipping up. Good. Whoop. There we go. Find that point. Maybe lifting up and taking that back down. Inhale, exhale, and we'll lift and reach. Squeeze those thighs together if you can, and take it back down. And we'll go again, lifting up. Good. Now, maybe you want to just dip and lift. So this is my weaker side. I'm going to keep this leg crossed over. If you want more challenge, stack those legs. Woo. Really press into the shoulder. And when you're ready, we're going to lift. The right knee's going to come down. Good. Get yourself situated here. Good. And then we're going to lift. 1, 2, belly button in. 3, 4, 5, 6. Flex that foot forward. Point, kick back 1. Forward, point, kick back 2. Forward, point, kick back 3. Forward, point, kick back 4. Forward, point, and 5. Forward, point, and 6. Hold it back there. Find your stretch. And when you're ready, good, we're going to come down here. All right. Find a little child pose if you need one. We are going to take this in 2 planks. Plank, plank, plank. You can also do a lot of what we're getting ready to do here on forearms. You can also take this to knees down. So if you're going to do knee down plank, find a good plank here, okay? This is not plank, this is tabletop. You want to be in your plank position. So knees down, this is what the knee lift is going to be like. This is what the knee drag is going to be like, okay? Otherwise, you can come up high with me. Good. So find your good point. Belly button is in. Left side starts. Pointing that foot. Squeeze that glute. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And 1, 2. It's okay to drag. 3, 4. Core's working hard. 5 and 6. Good. Now you can stay lifted or you can follow me knees down. Turn elbows forward. Push up 4 times. Straight back. 4. Try not to collapse the shoulders. 3, 2, and 1. Woo. Child's pose, decompress if you need to. We're gonna do that all on the other side. All on the other side. We're almost there. Find your point. Knees down or lifted. Find your good point. Good. Pointing that right foot. And here we go. 6, 5. Squeeze that glute. 4, 3, 2, 1. And drag. 1, 2. Squeeze the glute on the lift. 3, 4, 5. Woo. And sit. I'm going to drop the knees. Stay lifted if that's where you're going to be. From your plank, elbows turn forward. Last 4 push-ups here. Halfway down and push 4. 3, 2, and 1. Coming back. Woo, take that nice break. And once you're ready, good, let's have a seat. Let's stretch the shoulders here real quick. Arms out to the side. I'm going to take right arm across, left arm under. Find that stretch. To deepen the stretch, take the right rib cage out to the right. Maybe roll that wrist around a little bit while you're here. And then coming back, arms out, left arm across, right arm underneath. Find the stretch. Deepen that stretch. Left rib cage goes to the left. And last one, taking it up, palms touch, bend those elbows, arms straight back, nice tricep stretch. Feel really good after what we just did. And when you're ready, woo, taking that out. Way to go. You made it through this tough Pilates mat work class that gradually built up challenge. I hope you had a fun time. I'm glowing. I hope you are too. And I will see you again real soon. Bye-bye.